This episode of April J. Have No Ideas is brought to you by the Misconnections section of Craigslist, because ZipRecruiter won't return my correspondence.
The fact remains. Whether you know or believe it or not, you have already committed yourself to me mentally and spiritually, even physically, because you're still here investing your time and energy. I miss you. Yes, the past and present, because our present was not so long ago. Our connection only deepens every time we're in one's presence, getting past the speed bumps. I deserve you because I've invested in you. I believe in you when no one did, including yourself. You are mine. I've studied you. I've learnt you and I never miss a beat. And when that time shall present itself that all you've done the same, I'll shout out to the world, I told y'all so. I accepted it, and once you do, the universe will open its gates. Because at the end of it all, love always wins. You are mine, and I can be yours. Nothing is impossible. Signed, stamped, and delivered. P.S. I can show you better than I can tell you what I want from you. I'm tired of texting and writing and typing. I'm sure you are well aware of what I want. The question is, are you ready to give it to me? Should this move you in any way, there goes your confirmation, and you can delete if you like. Doesn't erase what's in the heart. Posted about an hour ago. Hi, I'm April.
And I'm Jay.
And we have no ideas. And I have no idea what that one was.
That's called a stalker.
Right?
A possessive stalker.
Like, insane.
Yeah. That was only part one of a 3-part series?
That was part 2 of a 3-part series.
Oh, you see, you should have started with part 1. We could have done it over the next couple weeks.
Part 1 was kind of like Bizarro also.
Well, yeah. We'll go to part 3 next time.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. So, I got some stuff to talk about. One of which concerns what I did tonight.
Okay.
I purchased something on Facebook Marketplace.
Uh-huh.
Saying that.
What'd you say?
I'll start by saying that.
Okay.
There's a time, I think, in every man and woman's life where you're about, I don't remember if I'm 35 or 36 at the moment.
You're 35.
God, that's terrible.
Don't give us more years than we have.
There's a time when you reach, 35, 36, I would assume, because I have not passed that point yet, where, you still kind of feel like a late 20s, early 30s young man, kind of,
Yeah, I refuse to believe that I'm actually in my mid-30s.
So, I still feel kind of like a young man. Or I did until this evening. I think in every man's or woman's life, there are many things that fill this example that I'm going to give, but this is one of those examples. So enter whatever example you want in place of mine. But in my case, when you purchase and mount a roof rack luggage carrier and mount it on top of your car, you cease to be a young man and become an old lame dad.
Oh my goodness.
So I picked up a luggage carrier on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm driving around with a big gray egg on top of my car now.
Okay.
So there's really isn't more to it than that. It's not very interesting, but as I looked at it, I was like, it took me back to the days of being a kid going over to my friend's house, and his dad would have like the luggage carrier on top of the minivan.
Uh-huh.
It was just kind of like, yep, it's over. That's it. It's the end of the line, people.
Wow.
It's over. Start wearing tall socks, short shorts.
No.
and those New Balances you get at like Walmart.
The New Balances that every dad wears, the white ones.
Yep. Start keeping Werther's Originals in my pockets.
Oh my god. Stop it.
So I have a tweed jacket with patches on the...
Hey, there's something to be said about the tweed jacket.
Yeah, and keep Werther's Originals in the breast pocket.
Oh god.
That's it. Anyway, so that's my story on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was I recently bought I upgraded my Fitbit this week.
Yes, I saw that.
Fitbit. I got the Fitbit Versa, which I like very much. The last generation Fitbit I had like you could change the watch faces. Mm-hmm. And this one does as well, but this one has many more watch faces, and they have like community created ones.
Okay.
I will post a picture on our Facebook page and our Twitter to share this. Maybe we should get an Instagram. But
here we go.
I'll show it to you real quick, and then I'll describe it. So this is what the face looks like. Can you see it?
Can you back it up a little bit? Okay. Yeah.
Could it be just to be see the little guy on there?
The little guy? Okay, now first of all, it's gone.
Oh, it turned. The battery might have actually gone out.
I don't see a guy.
He's right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So this Fitbit face is called, give me 1 second, I'll look it up because I had it on the app. It is called Retro Time, and it was created by a gentleman named Jonathan George. And if you go to the settings, it's like a RPG screen.
Okay.
It's customizable that you can change the little character. Mm-hmm. So your choices are a sharpshooting archer, a devoted cleric, an enraged fighter, a sworn monk, and a great wizard. And they're all like 8-bit versions of those characters. So then on the screen, it shows you all kinds of stats. So at the top left corner, it shows 4 hearts, and that's your battery. So as the battery goes down, the hearts go away. On the opposite top corner, it shows XP. Those are your steps for the day. Below that, it shows heart rate, which is heart rate, traveled, which is distance, and then dungeons, which is flights of stairs.
Oh my god.
So then on the right-hand side, it shows you a little character, whoever you pick, and it gives you a level. As you complete your goals for the day, your level goes up. So like as of right now, I'm at level 10 for the day.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, it just says like 8-bit style, time, and date. So it's a cool thing. And the battery says HP next to the hearts. Like it legit says HP. So I'm pretty hooked on this watch face. But it's also a pretty cool watch. So I will post a picture of it. And shout out to Jonathan George, the gentleman who created this. I don't have any of his information, but you make a mighty fine watch face for the Fitbit, Mr. George. So those are the 2 quick things I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
What do you got to talk about?
What do I got? So I revealed something to you the other day, which I guess surprised you.
I don't remember what it was.
So you were talking about having read the first book in that series you were reading.
Okay.
And how the actors and actress that are in the movie are not what you pictured.
I think we talked about this last podcast.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about my weird thing. We were texting about this.
Oh, but we talked about what book I was reading and stuff.
Yes,
you can say the book
I
stuff.
can't remember the name of it. That's why I'm saying.
Oh, The Mortal Engines.
Thank you.
We talked about how she was described hideously in the book, and then...
Yes, that we talked about.
Yeah.
But you were saying how, you had a hard time, like, the actors that they chose.
Yeah, because if I see the actors, like it takes the imagination out of my brain. I can't like formulate the faces and stuff myself like I would normally do.
Yes.
And then you revealed.
I can't do that in general.
You, you have literary face blindness.
Yeah. Yeah, like I can't, like I'm one of those people who I don't forget a face. Like if I meet somebody, like I'll know who you are forever. It's really weird. However, I can't imagine faces when I'm reading.
Like your brain does not have the capacity to create faces.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, I bet you it's not as uncommon as you believe it to be.
Like, for example, I read, I just finished Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda, which is the book that the movie Love, Simon is based off of.
Okay, I thought you were reading like Turtles Float Down Here or something.
I read that one too. It's called Turtles All the Way Down.
Whatever. Close enough.
I read that one the next day. But so, and reading the book that Love, Simon is based off of, it's like there's obviously like actors that play the parts. I couldn't even picture the actors as I'm reading it. No idea. No idea why. No idea why why I have that problem. It is actually a thing. It is called aphantasia. It's the inability of the mind's capacity for producing images. Yeah, so like when Harry Potter came out, couldn't picture Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter because I couldn't see a face. So basically it's just like blank faces as I'm reading. It's so weird.
So it's funny. So kind of related to that, I was thinking about this after we talked about that. You know, weird things we have that games. I have a weird thing that I have too.
Okay.
And it's become more prevalent in the last couple of years.
Okay.
Do you know what misophonia is?
Is that like the thing about not being able to stand people chewing?
Yeah. So the definition is symptoms, select sound sensitivity syndrome, sound rage. People who are sensitive to certain sounds sometimes cope by blocking them out. Misophonia, literally hatred of sound, was proposed in 2000 as a condition in which negative emotions, thoughts, and physical reactions are triggered by specific sounds. So some of those sounds may be, I'm going to get specific now, a dog licking its chops in your bedroom at night.
Oh, I hate that noise so much. Ugh. My dogs do that constantly.
Maybe somebody who shares a cubicle space with you drinking their coffee in the morning by going like this. Those are the things that give me a rage like no rage I've ever experienced before. I cannot explain it. And it's getting worse as I get older. To the point where, like, I'm like I start to lose it. I hate it. Oh.
That's really funny.
And this is why we're friends. Reason number 735.
The chewing thing, like the eating thing, that doesn't bother me so much. Slurping, yes. Slurping makes me crazy. Even though I'm somebody that will like use a straw and like, you know, make that obnoxious noise at the bottom of a cup.
Every fucking morning.
Are you moving cubicles at least?
Yes. Probably not far enough though. Anyway.
No, but there is that like that noise that people make when like they're talking.
Oh, see, that doesn't bother me. It's when the dog is done eating, like on a weekend, when I don't have to get up early, and the dog has finished eating his breakfast, and he comes in the room, and all I hear is,
yeah.
And I literally throw things at him, and I go, "Shut up!"
No, the talking with the like the smacking noise, like that was one thing that my dad used to do that would make me fucking crazy.
Or I got one for you. How about this one?
See, that one really doesn't bother me as much.
Oh. But anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I didn't know that there was a term for it. But what's funny though is with my face blindness thing. But what's funny is like I can still kind of conjure like an image, kind of like when whatchamacallit, when they cast Finnick Odair in Catching Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like my whole thing was, not really who I would picture as that guy. Even though in my mind, doesn't really have much of a face.
It's not the faceless gentleman I would picture.
Yeah, so it's a weird thing.
Anyway.
Okay, so the other thing. I don't like Kanye West. Let's just...
Oh, God, who does? I don't like Kanye West.
Let's just start with that. So today, I'm on Facebook, and my cousin Ryan posted this video, and unfortunately I got logged out, so you're going to just give me a second. To which my response was, A, why am I watching this? And B, why did I watch the whole thing? And it was this, like, shark song. And as soon as I find it, I will play a little clip of it, and hope that we don't get copyrighted again.
I'd be more than happy to play it for you.
Do you know the shark song? No. We have to. There's a story behind why the Kanye West thing happened.
Oh, I do not know the shark song.
Okay. So, oh, come on, Ryan.
Just
why do you post?
You don't play more than 5 seconds of it.
175,000 things. Okay, so he posts this today.
Go, 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 go! Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do.
Okay, so it's baby shark, and then it goes through the entire family of the sharks, through like grandpa.
Shark, do-do-do-do-do, that's it, and
And
like
then,
daddy
like-
shark, do-do-do-do-do.
And then there's like runaway, and it's like this Japanese video. People wearing shark heads. It's really weird. So I texted him and was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is this? He goes, oh, you want something stuck in your head. Look up Lift Yourself by Kanye West. But fast forward to 1 minute and 52 seconds.
I have that if you'd like.
I've got it queued up too.
Watch this. Go.
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop.
So
Was the Imperial March part of the Kanye song?
nope, that was my mother calling me.
Okay. Oh, that's great. I'm sure she's going to love that.
So the actual lyrics to this song is this
What-
section.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to read it all classy like. A dramatic reading of Lift Yourself by Kanye West. Watch this, some shit go. Poop, poopy dee scoop. Scoop diddy whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop. Poop dee scoop dee. Scoop dee whoop. Whoopity scoop. Whoop. Poop. Poop diddy whoop scoop. Poop poop. Scoop diddy whoop. Whoop diddy scoop. Whoop diddy scoop. Poop. That has been a reading of Lift Yourself by Kanye West. How do these people keep making money?
I don't know. And it just, so I've had that like in my head all day, and I was like sending it to everybody I know. I'm like, have you heard this? Because good God.
Do yourself a favor you or, gentle listener, go to YouTube and type in Lift Yourself, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 down, there is a compilation of people reacting
Okay.
to that video. Just do yourself a favor and check that out.
I will later, for sure.
So why don't we get into the topic here?
Okay. So our topic tonight is TV shows with the perfect series finales.
Which is a debatable topic in itself.
I suppose.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with, but we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
So I have a list. I'm sure you have a list. Just go forth?
So I compiled a list myself like months ago. Like in preparation for this, I wanted to talk about this topic for a while. So I do have a list, but then I also, have a couple that are starred because they were either rated best or worst by somebody.
Okay.
So why don't you start?
So the first one I have on my list, and again, this is debatable to me. The first one on the list I found online was Friends.
Okay.
Ross and Rachel get back together finally. Monica and Chandler have the twins. Phoebe settling into married life. Joey gets a new chicken duck. And I think they head into the Central Perk for like the last drink and the last coffee, and that's how that ends.
Yes.
I mean, looking back, I don't really watch Friends anymore. I look back on it and I'm like, God, why did I watch this freaking show? But I mean, maybe I liked it more at the time.
Okay.
I mean, I know I liked it more at the time, but I don't necessarily think it was perfect. I think they just I guess if your idea of a series finale perfection is just tying up loose ends, I guess they did that well.
Okay. So it's funny because that's on my list because I thought it was a perfect finale.
Okay.
Rolling Stone called it one of the worst finales.
Really?
And Screen Rant called it one of the best finales.
Well, those are two different publications.
Yeah. That's one that I really enjoyed. I think partially for nostalgia purposes, but also because, we wanted Ross and Rachel to get together, and the fact that, what? Why are you rolling your eyes?
Just the mention of wanting Ross and Rachel to get together. Yeah, we know. Everybody...
I mean, even though Ross is, the epitome of a douchebag.
I saw an article about that lately, looking back and realizing Ross was really kind of a douche the whole time.
Oh, God. Friends came up with the term friend zone. And Ross is the epitome of friend zoned.
Funny.
Okay. So, one for me that I had was Portlandia.
I didn't see the Portlandia finale.
So, it was perfect because we didn't know it was the finale. We knew the series was ending. And unless you, were paying attention to the fact that this was going to be the final episode, you really didn't know that it was the final episode because it was just such a normal,
How did they end it?
With the mayor... Oh, it was weird. They had this race around Portland. It was a 5K that they wanted to be in the shape of a rose. And there was one way they wanted to go that was closed off, so they had to go to another way. And the only way to do that was to talk to this witch under a bridge who was the former mayor of Portland, and he made a deal with her. And she became the new mayor, and he disappeared in this magical haze.
Fair enough.
It was perfectly weird.
Okay.
Okay.
My next one is a two-parter.
All right.
So again, I didn't watch this series. I know I'm an idiot. Breaking Bad.
So according to both Rolling Stone and Screen Rant, one of the best series finales.
Right.
Go on.
So anybody that's seen it knows how it ends. I'm looking real quick because, again, I haven't seen it. I think they both die, don't they?
No,
Jesse dies.
no, Walter dies. Jesse survives.
Jesse survives. So there's that. I also got a recommendation on Facebook about something I forgot about in the same merit. Did you ever see the Breaking Bad alternative finale?
No.
So I don't remember where it was played. I'll play a little clip of
Say
it.
my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
And it's basically Hal waking up in bed.
Oh
from
yes,
the
I
finale.
have seen that. Yes.
What is it? What's the matter?
I don't remember where they did it. It's just the best part is where he goes.
He just rang a bell the whole time, and then there's another guy who looked like the guy from The Shield, and always
Hold on.
looked like he was wearing his older brother's clothes.
Oh, yes.
He would
Yeah, he
always
talks about Jesse.
say things like, "Hey, bitch." The B word. He would use the B word a lot. He would say, "Yo, B word, yay, science, B words." Okay. And then
Yay, science B words. I don't remember what that was on, but I just remember seeing it. So that was a good one.
So
But yeah, Breaking Bad is considered one of the best. I
agree.
I haven't watched it, and now it's like spoiled because I know how it ends. But
Yeah, but you know what? To see them get, yeah, it really is. Like to see them get there and like all the peril that they, kind of find themselves in, and it's definitely one of those shows that you should watch.
okay,
So I've got one on my list that is on other people's lists as well. So both Derek Cole, and myself, and I think somebody else said it too. Yep. And Eric from Discord. We all said the first time for the Scrubs finale.
okay,
So the Scrubs series finale that was meant to be a series finale, and then they decided, oh, you know what, we're gonna try a different spin on it with the medical school.
yeah, where he goes to medical school, right? No, I
Yes.
remember. I loved Scrubs. It was like one of my favorite shows.
Me too. So the first series finale was just so perfect. You had JD, kind of watching his life. And you find out that him and Elliot get married and they have a child. And it was so great. It was on the morning of his last day at the hospital. He and Dr. Cox have a heartfelt goodbye. The janitor, who, by the way, ad-libbed all of his lines.
In the finale,
No, like throughout the entire series. The janitor,
yeah.
all of his lines, like he just made up.
yeah.
Confronted JD with the penny that started their feud.
But yeah, because he dropped the penny in the door.
Something like that. And then you find out that, the janitor, oh no, I'm sorry. The JD he feels like a bad doctor because there's a patient with Huntington's disease that he missed the diagnosis, and it ties everything up really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out that his son, who he named after his father, marries Carla and Turk's daughter. It's
I loved that. I mean, you don't have to sell me. I loved that show.
It's such a great finale.
Time.
I think that was one of the very first, comedy shows whose finale had me ugly crying.
Okay.
Okay. What else you got?
How about the Cheers finale? And the reason I say the Cheers finale was so perfect. I don't know if you watched Cheers.
I did. I just don't remember the finale.
I mean, the finale is pretty simple. The very end of the show, it's been copied so many times. It's like the cliche gag, like, so in the article it says the cliche gag of wistfully surveying your surroundings as you leave a room before you switch off the light one last time.
Okay.
That was Cheers. Cheers was like the first one to do that.
I remember it was a long finale. It was like 2 hours.
Yeah, and the bar closed for the last time. You know, he was going to run off with Diane, and he decides, you know, I think he decides to stay in Boston. And then I think the last shot was like the sign, like, sorry, we're closed.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty good.
Okay. Did you watch Dawson's Creek?
Nope, not at all.
No? Okay. I thought that was a pretty perfect finale for a teen show, we'll say. You find out that they come back together as adults because Jen dies.
Mm-hmm.
And the show ends with Pacey and Joey being the ones to end up together, and they're sitting on their couch watching the TV show that Dawson has written about, his life, called Dawson's Creek.
Oh, God.
And I just remember when that one was on, I was away at college. And I'd asked my parents to tape it, like, on a physical tape, because it was, like, 2002. No, it wasn't. It was later than that. It was 2003. And it was after my best friend had passed. And my dad had, I said, oh, how is Dawson's Creek? And my dad was just like, you don't need to watch it. And I was like, why? What? He goes, you've just dealt with losing a friend. He's like, you don't need to watch that one. He's like, it's tough. And it was sad. Because she had, like, a baby that, like, they all said that they were going to help take care of. And, it was rough stuff. But it was great.
I have a personal policy. I don't watch television shows with characters named Pacey in them.
How many of them are there?
It's a simple policy, but I adhere to it very strictly because a man with no policies is
that's a pretty strong policy to have.
Chaos.
Okay.
Gotta have standards.
All right.
Let's see what else I got. So I have one I want to talk about, but it's going to be a little lengthy, so I'll hold that one till last.
Okay.
Parks and Rec.
You don't watch Parks and Rec.
I do watch Parks and Rec.
I thought you didn't. I thought that was the one that, like, you didn't watch.
No, I watch Parks and Rec like it's my job.
Oh, okay, great. Because that was, like, my top one that I thought was, like, had the best ending ever.
No, I love Parks and Rec.
Okay, well then I'm glad because some of my Mary Fuck Kills are Parks and Rec characters.
Jesus Christ. No, I thought it was great. That whole season was good.
That whole season made me cry.
I loved the last episode of Andy's television show.
Johnny Karate? Yep, that one. I think that was the first one of that season that was like, I like lost it.
Which he has like a custom Andy Dwyer guitar. Did you ever see? He's showed it on Instagram a couple times, Chris Pratt. It says like Dwyer and Pearl on the neck and everything.
That's awesome.
That's a really cool guitar. No, I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. That's probably, I think that's actually what got me started on like this path of wanting to like talk about perfect finales, because everything about that finale was perfect. The fact that we got the fast forwards of like everybody's lives.
Yeah. Literally, they had Joe Biden did a guest appearance.
Oh yeah.
They said, remember when a U.S. vice president would have been a welcome presence on a critically beloved network comedy? Those were the days.
You know, and the fact that like Andy and April had a baby on Halloween while she's in costume. You know, and that Anne and Leslie are still friends, and Leslie or Ben, we don't know who, ends up being the president.
No, it was Leslie served 2 terms as the Indiana's governor.
And then she ended up as a Supreme Court justice.
Oh, yeah, and it said a presidential run.
But then there was, at the end, when they're at a funeral. And they're both wearing pins, and Secret Service walks up to them to, like, usher them out.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was, Gary, Larry, Jerry, his funeral.
Oh, that's right.
And then he gets to become the mayor, and he's like the most beloved mayor of Pawnee.
He ends up being the most beloved mayor of Pawnee of all time. Oh, Jerry.
And like Tom finally finds love, and it's such a perfect ending to a show.
That whole show was the most perfect show. When that show first came on, I was such a hater. I'm like, oh, it's just like The Office, because I loved The Office at the time. And the first season was kind of lame, whatever. Second season, I started getting into it, and then I was hooked. Like, I was hooked. As soon as they kept Chris Pratt on as a permanent fixture.
Who we had no idea who he was.
Yeah. I mean, that show was phenomenal. The cast of that show alone was phenomenal.
Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler are doing a...
comedy tour?
No, they're doing a crafting show.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Which is like, the prize is like $100,000. And they were on Ellen and started the rumor that they really want to do, you know, they'll go back and do, you know, more seasons of Parks and Rec.
I want to buy something from Offerman Woodshop.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't afford it.
It's
crazy that he's like a legit woodworker.
I love that they wrote that into the show.
Yeah.
He actually made, I think it was a crib for her.
Yeah, he made the crib.
Like in real life, like made the crib for one of her kids.
Yeah.
Because they were actually friends way before Parks and Rec started.
Yeah. And I love the fact that him and what's her name are married.
Megan Mullally.
And they are fucking hilarious together. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you ever see them do like their stand-up and their songs and stuff?
I have not. They're doing a tour together, I believe.
Yeah.
But see, I was the opposite of you. Because I was a big fan of The Office, and I liked Amy Poehler. And when they announced the show, you know, I sat down and watched it and was like, okay, I see what they're trying to go for. And then when they like reworked it, I was like I was an even bigger fan. But I watched the first season going, I'm gonna give it a chance. You know, it's can't all be good. And then, you know, they went off like a shot, and it was just such a great show.
So yeah, I was gonna say, give me another one, and then I have one that I wanna do in defense of.
Okay. So the Rolling Stone called this one of the worst, and it happens to be what I think one of the best. The Office.
Okay. The list I had listed the UK Office and the US Office as one of the two of the best.
Yeah, the Rolling Stone said they thought it was one of the worst finales, and quite frankly, I disagree with that, because that was another one that I like that they tied everything up. Especially after that final season was just not great. Yeah. You know, and it was very upsetting because they really made Jim and Pam out of character, and, you know, tried to make, you know, put an affair in there, and Jim going off to, like, start a startup, and you know, it was kind of disappointing. But then, you know, Catherine Tate, who always wanted a baby, just gets a baby because of Ryan. And Michael comes back for Dwight's wedding. Like, it's
oh God, that was my favorite scene. That I got a little teary when he's standing in the door and he goes, "You came," and he goes, "That's what she said," and they both start crying.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think, for a show that was so silly, and the British version of The Office, their finale was pretty good too.
I never watched it.
I think it's on Netflix. It's much shorter than the US version.
And it was so weird too. Like it's funny too because it was Jim and Pam in the US one, but it was Tim and Dawn.
Yeah.
On
And Tim is Martin Freeman.
I know. Yeah, I mean that show had Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, Martin Freeman. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually got hooked on the British version first.
I still haven't watched the British version. I have to watch it.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 2, I have it over in my thing somewhere. It's like 2 seasons and a movie, I think. Or
Okay.
3 seasons and a movie. All right, go on. What's the one you're in the defense of?
I'd like to defend one, and then I'm sure you have one you'd like to defend.
Okay.
I would like to defend the Lost series finale.
I'm there with you.
So let me give you a little recap for anybody that forgot.
Okay.
So I wrote down a little recap. You got, I'm trying to think of how it starts. Jack, Ben, Locke, they get ready for their final battle on the island, and you do the flash sideways and all that stuff. I mean, I won't go through the recap as a fact, but
You basically find out that it
a lot
was purgatory.
What?
So you basically find out that they were in
No, it
purgatory.
They weren't in purgatory. So that's not what it was supposed to be. I think people interpret it that way. So basically, what it actually was, everything that happened to them on the island happened to them.
Okay.
Absolutely happened to them.
Okay.
The flash sideways. Remember the flash sideways?
Yeah.
That was after they were dead. So the flash sideways was them in the afterlife.
Okay.
And in Lost Universe's version of the afterlife, you are who, whatever your mind, I think whatever your mind imagines you as being. And then over time, you start to remember your life. And once you remember your life, you can move on.
Okay.
Which is why during that whole season, none of them know each other. They're all different people. And then at during the finale, they all end up at the church. They're all recognizing each other again. They're all remembering. And then, once Jack finally gets there, they move on. So everything that happened on the island, like Jack physically actually died on the island.
Okay.
Sawyer, Kate, they get off the island on that plane. They got off the island. We don't know what happened to them afterwards. But all those sideways flashes, that was them after they were dead. That was them coming to terms slowly over the course of the season, coming to terms with the fact that they had actually passed on, remembering their lives, and then being able to move on. And I think that may be one of the reasons that people didn't like it, because they just assumed, it was all fake. It wasn't all fake. Everything that happened on the island actually happened. It was weird. It was sci-fi. It was creepy. It was crazy. It all happened.
Well, then I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it with that amount of clarity.
Yeah, so I think, and that's my defense of it. I think people maybe felt cheated, but they shouldn't, because I thought it was very clever. I thought it was very well done. I thought they tied up everything that needed to be tied up. I know, that not everything, there were still little questions here and there, but I think they tied up everything that needed to be tied up. You get to see everybody again. Really, every single character that had ever appeared on Lost was in that last episode, except for, what the heck's his name?
Boone?
No.
Mr. Echo?
What's that?
Mr. Echo?
Echo, which was more of a deal with the actor, because he had arguments with the writers. He didn't care for what the writers did with his character or something corny like that, so he refused to come back. But everybody that was ever on that show was in that finale. No, I honestly, I thought it was fantastic.
I
So-
agreed. I loved the series finale of Lost. I was totally okay with everything that happened. I did not, unlike how I felt about Fringe, I did not feel like I wasted years of my life.
No, yeah, and if you watch it back too, there's so much. There was a lot of symbolism in the finale too. So if you watch the whole scene in the church
Yeah.
at the end, there's the scene towards the end where, Jack finally gets to the church and he sees Vincent, or no, Vincent was the dog. Vincent was by his side. Christian, he sees all his friends. He sees, he's hugging everybody, and there's a window in the background, a stained glass window, and the stained glass window has pictures, symbols for every different religious denomination in it to
Okay.
symbolize it wasn't an actual church. It was a physical manifestation, or a manifestation of a church in the afterlife, which I thought was kind of cool. And the other thing I liked is it ended just like it began. It ended with Jack laying on the ground with the dog next to him.
Okay.
I don't know if you realize that. That was the first shot of the whole series. After the plane crash, it zooms out and it's Jack laying on his back on the beach with Vincent, the dog, next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it. I thought it was great, and that's my defense of it.
Okay. So I am going to give an in defense of one that we really shouldn't defend because of the actor, but the first series finale of Roseanne,
Okay.
which was called One of the Worst by Rolling Stone. Really, I thought it was a perfect ending. I like that they made it so that they didn't win the lottery. I mean, we've talked about the series finale before.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like what they did. I really do. I think that it was a good ending to a show, whose final season wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it was a good way to end the show. I mean, it tied everything up. It, gave us some closure, but it also gave us some twists and turns. The fact that, we find out that Jackie and her mother are both lesbians, and Mark and Becky were actually not married. It was Mark and Darlene, and David and Becky. I mean, it was just, I liked the way that they did things with it. And that she had written.
I don't remember
right.
what you were saying though.
Yeah, sorry. We had some technical difficulties there. I liked the way that, like, they made it so, our characters didn't get the, not that they didn't get the happy ending, but more just like it was a fantasy, and that Roseanne wrote the book, and, I liked the way that they did that.
I guess you should have stuck with that after all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whatever.
Okay. I have a bunch more.
Do you want to do some more, or we have some other stuff we could do?
Oh, well, no, I've got, listen, this is the topic that I've been excited about. I've got a list.
Relax. I'm making sure I keep time.
We can go long. It's fine.
That's what she said.
All right. So another one, 30 Rock.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
The fact that we find out that Kenneth is some sort of crazy immortal being.
That's true. I forgot about that part.
like legitimate. Like, we finally find out that is true, because it's like, years and years later when he's meeting with Liz Lemon's, like, great granddaughter.
Yeah.
That was another fantastic one that, the three big ones from NBC, like, that are three of my favorite shows from NBC, definitely had the best endings. Do you have more, or should I just go through the rest of my list?
Keep going. I don't have any more.
Oh, okay. So one that you're not going to really care about, but I do, and I know that there are some people who also enjoy it. Vampire Diaries.
Ugh.
I know. It was a shocking and very upsetting episode. But then you find out, like, what happens with everybody in the rest of their lives, and after, after Stefan sacrifices himself right after he gets married and dies, and then we find out that Damon and Elena can live happily ever after as mortals.
Okay.
Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
That had one of the best finales ever. It kind of came full circle with Jax dying, getting hit by a truck on his motorcycle.
In a tub full of piss?
No.
Oh. Is that a different episode?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he...
Just like to mention that whenever you bring up that show, because I think it's crazy that was
that somebody was... Yeah. Jax, after, it makes it look like he's gonna turn and, rat out the club. You find out that there was a whole plan with the club the whole time. His kids are off being raised by his oldest son's mother and his mother's boyfriend, because he kills his mother, finally, and it's the best thing ever. And just the way that it ends with a quote from Hamlet, which is just so beautiful to close out the show. Then we have The Shield, which Rolling Stone called one of the best. And did you watch The Shield?
I did not.
Well, so it's Vic Mackey, who's the star. He's a bad dude. He's a really, really bad dude. You find out he's a bad dude from the very first episode. And the show ends with him in his own personal hell, basically chained to a desk. It's a great finale. It's very satisfying.
He doesn't have a desk job. He's
no.
literally chained.
No. He has a desk job.
Oh.
And it's ponishnment for what he did as a cop. It's a whole series arc.
Okay.
Then we have The Newsroom.
Newsroom.
It was an HBO show.
Oh, Jeff Daniels.
Yes.
I was thinking of News Radio. I love that show.
No, The Newsroom with Jeff Daniels and Sam Waterston and Olivia Munn.
Was that the one where they I always see the clip online where Jeff Daniels goes off about why America's not the greatest country in the world?
Yes.
That show? Okay.
Yes. That's that thing is the very first episode, that thing that you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yes, that happens in the very first episode.
Jesus.
And hooks you from the start. And the writer just didn't want to do any more seasons. It was 3 seasons long. Dev Patel is in it. It's a fantastic series, but the finale is great because Sam Waterston drops dead of a heart attack in the middle of the newsroom, which is so upsetting. And then the ending of the show is them at the funeral and then finding out who the new boss is and them going back to work. And then we have The West Wing.
I know how much you love The West Wing.
Oh, it's called one of the best by Screen Rant, actually.
I don't understand what the draw is. People love The West Wing.
It's okay. So it's written like theater.
I mean, I'm familiar. I've seen a couple episodes, but I don't get it. I don't.
Oh, it's so great.
I can't watch it and take the actors seriously.
Why?
Every time I see what's his name, I just can hear him going business ethics. Never mind. I forget the actor's name. The guy that was in Billy Madison.
Oh. He's fantastic. Bradley Whitford is amazing on that show.
But every time I see Bradley Whitford, all I can think of is business ethics.
See, I will forever. I mean, obviously Billy Madison is a formative movie, but he also played Jake Peralta's dad on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's right, he did play Jake Peralta's dad.
So for me, West Wing is the epitome of Bradley Whitford because he's such a great character. And one of the actors died while filming the show, and they The guy that played Leo, and I can't think of his name right now, he played the chief of staff for the president, and then ended up running on the ticket as vice president in the final season. And they wrote his death into the show, and it's in the final season, and it's fantastic. But it ends with, the Bartlett administration leaving and ushering in the new president.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very satisfying, very good ending. And then the last one, that was the perfect finale, Orphan Black.
That was a perfect finale.
Right? All of our sisters are, end up happy, which is all that we wanted for everybody.
Right. They take down both sides of the same organization.
Yeah. And even like Rachel gets her redemption.
Mm-hmm.
And
great.
It's Helena having the twins, and like what she names the twins.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Oh my God, I cried so hard when we found out what the name of the twins were. And it's funny because the actor that played Donnie, he didn't read the last script until the table read.
That's right. I remember him saying that.
So when he was reading it at the table read and found out that one of the twins was named after him, he like lost it and started bawling at the table read. Yeah, I think that was like the most perfect finale for a show that was just, it's not even something I even wanted to watch when it first started.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we move on,
Okay.
I have two little tidbits of late breaking news that I'd like to share.
Ooh.
As of 8:30 on June 13th.
Yes.
I just saw that Comcast has officially outbid Disney for Fox.
Fuck.
They're going to $65 billion
Ooh.
for 21st Century Fox's assets, topping
Ooh.
Disney's bid. So that might be bad.
Oh.
My hope is that maybe Comcast will be like, all right, we'll sell you back all the Marvel stuff. But they're not going to do that.
No.
The other thing I wanted to read, did you read Dr. Sleep?
I did not.
Okay. Well, they're going to be making a Dr. Sleep movie. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No.
Ewan McGregor has been cast to play the 40-year-old Danny Torrance.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So it's interesting little tidbit of information.
Speaking of that, they have fully cast it part 2 minus
Saw that.
Henry Bowers. We still don't have a Henry Bowers yet.
So I know McAvoy,
Yep.
Bill Hader, Jessica Chastain,
Yep.
and I don't know the other ones.
Yep. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. So we have, and Bill Hader, by the way, perfect casting for Richie Tozier.
Mm-hmm.
A guy named James Ransone
Okay.
is playing Eddie Casbrack.
Okay.
Jay Ryan, who was on the CW show Beauty and the Beast,
Okay. Yeah, never
is
watched.
playing Ben as an adult. He's a good-looking dude. I still wanted Chris Pratt for that part, but we can't get what we want. Andy Bean will be playing Stanley Uris.
Okay.
And then the latest casting addition, grown-up Mike Hanlon, will be Isaiah Mustafa.
I don't know who that is.
So he is the Old Spice guy, the look at your man, no look at me, no look at your man. Him.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So would you like to play your game first, or would you like to listen to we have a voicemail?
We could listen to the voicemail. I just wanted to actually, before we do that though, because we did get some responses on Discord, and I'm not gonna go through them. I'm not gonna explain them. I'm just gonna go through them. So Erasure says X-Men the Animated Series original episode 76 Graduation Day, best series finale.
Okay.
Eric said Scrubs, Lost,
Okay.
and the best finale absolutely ever written was Babylon 5.
Uh-huh.
Brax said Star Trek The Next Generation had a pretty good one. Yep, and I think that's it. And then on our Facebook, John Klaus said 6 Feet Under, which I have not seen.
I have not either.
And then my husband said season 5 of Supernatural, to which I said that's not a series finale, to which he said it should have been.
It should, you're right. It's fine. It's getting better again.
Oh, I agree.
Okay. So we got another voicemail this week. It's Eric from Indiana again. Decided to leave us a new message. I have a feeling we're going to get a message from Eric every week. And Eric, I am going to play it every week. So here we go. I'll play it real quick. It's a little bit of a long one, but I'll play it all the way through.
Hey, it's Eric from Indiana again. Yes, it was me, not Tim. It could have been Tim. It was me, though. To kind of go back on to last week's, or well, posted this week, but question about the celebrities who you want to be with, hang around with for the day.
Oh.
And I think mine would probably be Joe Rogan. Not that he's like top A celebrity or the most interesting person in the world, but I do like his fitness. You know, and he works out a lot, and he's a pretty good talker and a thinker, and I think he'd be a pretty cool person to hang around with all day. And to kind of go back on to the other question about the 5 people who want to have dinner with, I think mine would be, for one, Joe Rogan. I'm a pretty big fan of his. Neil Tyson, Seth MacFarlane, I think would be a good one. Robin Williams, dead, but it's Robin Williams, so it'd be a pretty cool conversation. And Jim Carrey would be pretty cool. I know I'm a big, huge fan of his, but he's went off the deep end. I think maybe a little bit in the past year, kind of went a little loopy. So to hear his
Beard.
loopiness for a few hours with everyone else talking would be a pretty good conversation. And a question for you too is if you can go on vacation anywhere, fiction, nonfiction, wherever, where would you go? Like Degba, swampy area, or Fiji, whatever. Not the water, but the place, obviously. I think I would probably pick the Enterprise. I think that'd be cool, like Star Trek. Be a cool place to hang around with for a few days, get on the holodeck, go anywhere you want. But yeah, anyway, don't want to make this too long, so just anywhere, basically fiction, nonfiction, vacation-wise. Talk to you later. Bye.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, Eric.
I like it. It's a good one.
Right off the top of my head, where would I go if I could go anywhere? Fiction or nonfiction? I'm going to go super nerdy and kind of pathetic, I guess. I would go to Hyrule.
Of course you would.
Straight I would.
See, I'm going nonfiction. Bora Bora.
That's no fun, though, because you can go to Bora Bora anytime.
Do you know how expensive it is to go to Bora Bora?
Listen, yes. No, I don't, but I assume.
Flights to Bora Bora start at 10 grand. Just a flight to Bora Bora.
Well, start saving your pennies.
Not fiction wise, because Bora Bora is like my dream destination. Like, I want to go there. I've always wanted to go there. Fiction wise, Hogwarts.
Of course. Okay, so this is also kind of fiction wise, but it's it's in real place. New Zealand to take the Lord of the Rings like trek,
Okay.
because you can actually go and do like the visits to the different places. I want to do that someday.
Fair enough.
All right. So that was cool. Thanks, Eric. Keep sending in those voicemails, people, because we'll play them. If we got them, we'll play them.
Yeah.
All
right.
So let's play your game.
So last week is what kind of brought me to it, and I don't remember why. But I thought, it would be fun. Let's play, Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Okay.
Okay. So most of them are fictional characters, except for one set, because I want to know. And unfortunately, the Marvel stuff is pretty male heavy.
No.
But then I go into my cousin Ryan really helped me out today with some of these too.
I'll do my best because I was too busy getting a car carrier, so I didn't have time to put together my list.
All right, so these all kind of have themes.
Okay.
So the first one, the super serum theme. Natasha, Bucky, and Cap.
I don't want to play this game.
Why?
You know why.
No, I don't. Why don't you want to play this game?
Makes me feel uncomfortable. The male heavy ones make me feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so just taking out the fact that, you're...
Listen, it's fine. I can do it.
You can recognize a good-looking dude when you see one.
As long as... well, I guess I would engage in sexual intercourse. Wait, Natasha doesn't have super serum?
Yes, she does. She has a version of it, too.
I don't believe that, but I would share coitus with her.
Okay.
I guess I'd marry Steve. We'd have a non-sexual relationship. And I guess Bucky's gotta go.
Okay.
Steve would probably be a gentle husband.
Okay. So for me, it would be marry Bucky. Because think about it. He was so loyal to Steve that broke him out of his...
That's not where I thought we were going with it, but go, okay.
No, that broke him out of his programming.
I got it.
This is tough. I'd probably fuck Natasha.
Okay.
So I'd have to kill Cap.
All right.
Okay. So then we have the Warrior Edition. So, again, Natasha, Gamora, and Okoye.
Ooh. Oh, boy. See, Natasha doesn't feel like marrying material.
Okay.
I don't know. I probably... Oh, God. I hope this isn't the one episode my wife decides to listen to.
She won't get mad.
No, she won't get mad, but she's just going to look at me and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? I think I'd marry... I guess I would marry Natasha.
Okay.
And I would kill Okoye.
Okay.
Why are you giving me that look like that?
I'm trying to figure out your reasoning. So then you'd have sex with Gamora.
There's no reasoning. It's just flying by the seat of my pants.
Okay. Okay. I would probably marry Okoye.
Okay.
Kill Gamora and have sex with Nat.
Okay.
All right. So the 3 Chris edition. I'm sorry. So Thor, Cap, and Star-Lord.
God help me. Can I pass? All right. What was it again? Chris, and Chris?
Yeah, so Thor, Cap, and Star-Lord.
Oh, God damn it.
Like I said, there's more girl-heavy ones later on in other fandoms.
Comfortable with this conversation. Guess I could still marry Cap. Because he
Okay.
doesn't know anything, so he probably would just let you talk, do all the talking all the time.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
I know,
either.
I know what it meant in my head, but it didn't come out right. Anyway, guess Thor's got long hair, so if you close your eyes, it's kind of like. Oh.
You're killing Star-Lord?
And then, sorry, Pratt, you gotta go.
Okay.
I've been this super uncomfortable in a long time.
I can't believe you're uncomfortable by this.
No lie.
I would also kill Star-Lord, but only because he's kind of a dum-dum.
Dumb.
I would... It's probably the same thing. Marry Cap. Oh, you know what? No. I would have sex with Cap. And I would marry Thor. Because, a god and royalty. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Let me give you one that's not so hard
That'd
for
be
you.
great.
Jesus.
All right, and who are the other two?
No, not No, let's see. How about non-human? Nebula,
God.
Vision, and Groot.
Oh, God.
That came from Eric.
From who?
Eric.
Which Eric?
Eric.
Not Eric from Indiana.
Not from Indiana.
Because, God damn it, Eric, you're about to get your voicemails cut off.
Nope, other Eric.
God damn it, Eric. What was it again?
Nebula, Vision, and Groot.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. Groot, you gotta go.
Okay.
Vision for another non-sexual monogamous relationship.
So Nebula, you're having sex with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going Vision to have sex with. I'm marrying Groot. And I'm killing Nebula.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Ginny, Hermione, and Luna.
Oh. Luna, you gots to go.
Okay.
She's gotta go. She's a weirdo. Probably marry Ginny.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 Yep.
And then you're having sex with Hermione? Yeah. I love how you're not saying anything because Sharon's like in the kitchen.
No. No. I was kidding before. Like, I honestly don't care.
All right. So I'm killing Hermione
God damn it.
because let's face it, we're both know-it-alls. It would not go well. I'm having sex with Ginny and I'm marrying Luna.
All right.
Okay. So now you have to choose Harry, Ron, and Neville. Sorry.
Oh, God damn it.
Only fair.
Okay.
How?
Has to be a lot of polyjuice potion in this scenario. I don't know if you could die from polyjuice potion poisoning, but we're gonna find out. And the extent to which it works. God damn it. Guess I'd marry Ron because he's not as famous as Harry, so I wouldn't have to worry about like going out on places and getting swamped.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it. I hate this stupid game. Decide to have sex with. God. I hate you. I don't know why.
I don't know why this is bothering you so much.
I have a coin. I just want to flip a coin here. Neville.
You're having sex with Neville and you're killing Harry? Okay. Wow, that was a tough one for you.
By no choice of my own.
I'm marrying Neville.
Forgive me if I don't fantasize about muscular men.
I'm marrying Neville. I'm having sex with Ron. And I'm killing Harry because no one else has been able to do it.
Aw, shit.
All right. Parks and Rec edition.
Oh, Christ.
April, Ann, and Leslie.
Oh, April, Ann, and Leslie. April, Ann. I would marry Anne. Kill Leslie.
Okay.
I don't think she'd be good in the sack.
Okay.
I don't want to have to read a binder before we get it on. I'm scared because I think April would hurt me, but I'll go with it.
Okay. I'd probably marry Leslie because she's so organized that my house would never be a mess. I'd have sex with April, and I'd kill Anne.
Oh, poor Anne.
I know. Poor Ann Perkins. What about Ron, Andy, and Tom?
God damn it.
You act surprised, like you don't know this is coming.
Tom's dead. Fuck Tom.
Okay.
Not literally fuck Tom. Like, fuck Tom. He's dead.
Okay.
I would marry Ron because that's a lifetime's experience in woodworking that I could get. And I like burgers. I guess by default.
You're having sex with Andy?
Or,
See, I'm marrying Andy.
that sounds like a shit show.
Why does that sound like a shit show?
Oh, because he's a freaking mess.
But he's just so adorable. He's like a golden retriever. So I'm marrying Andy.
You're saying that because that was his dog in that episode?
No, they had a pit bull.
Andy was a pit bull?
What are you talking about? Oh, no. Yeah, so I'm marrying Andy.
Yeah, Champion.
Yeah, Champion was like a pit. I'm having sex with Ron, because I feel like he'd probably be really good in the sack. And I'm killing Tom.
Little known fact, did you know the dog Champion was on The Office at one point in an episode?
No, I didn't.
He was.
All right.
I don't remember the episode.
Office edition.
Are we almost at the end of this list?
We are. We can save some for another time. Pam, Phyllis, and Angela.
Kill Angela. Marry Pam. Have sex with Phyllis.
Okay. I'm killing Angela, but I'm marrying Phyllis.
Why? Because she knits?
Because she's just great. Phyllis is underrated. And I'm having sex with Pam.
Phyllis is a little bit of a sexual deviant.
That too. All right.
See, this game always gets me because if you marry that person, you're going to have sex with them too.
True. But this is like you get to have an affair, I guess.
So the game really should be sex a lot, kill.
So I'm going completely out of the left field with this one. Kevin, Stanley, and Oscar.
Oh. I guess I would marry Kevin. Oh, because I like chili. I'd kill Stanley because he's a cheater.
Okay.
I'd have sex with Oscar.
Okay. I forgot that Stanley was a cheater.
He's a dirty cheater. Who
So
likes pretzels?
I'm killing Stanley. I'm marrying Oscar.
But Oscar's gay.
It's gonna be a sexless marriage, but that's okay because I have Kevin for the sex.
Okay.
All right. So the final two.
Ugh.
Peralta, Holt, and Terry.
Oh, Christ, I'm a cracker. Fucking hate this game. All right. Oh, Christ. I don't know why this makes me so uncomfortable either.
I don't either.
I guess I'd kill Holt because he's just too OCD for me.
Okay.
I'd marry Peralta because I guess that'd be fun. And Terry would probably kill me.
Okay. I'd also kill Holt. I think I would marry Terry.
Terry likes yogurt.
Terry likes yogurt. Terry's a good husband. Terry's a good father. We know this about him already.
But mainly Terry likes yogurt.
And I'd have sex with Peralta. Okay, so I lied. I have two more now.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, but there's the rest of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So, the Gross Edition, Boyle, Scully, and Hitchcock.
Fuck you. I'm not answering that.
Penny, get off the cord.
I find this one just as gross as you do.
God damn it. Oh. I don't want to answer this. I don't want to do anything with any of those people.
That's what makes it fun, because you have to.
No, this is America. I have choices. I'm not going to be forced into a loveless marriage. Guess I'd marry Boyle, because at least he's a good cook.
Okay.
God damn it. I don't fucking want to think about either of these.
This is what happens when you don't prepare.
I guess I'd kill Hitchcock.
Okay. And you'd have sex with Scully.
Not willingly.
Okay. So I would kill Boyle.
Oh,
Because he's too annoying. And because I don't know which one is which, they're interchangeable in my mind, so I'll marry Hitchcock and have sex with Scully.
And they're always around each other, so there's a chance that one of those nights they're both going to get you at the same time.
Probably. So finally, Rosa, Amy, and Gina.
Kill Gina.
Okay.
Marry Amy. Have sex with Rosa.
Okay. Marrying Rosa. I'm having sex with Amy. I'm killing Gina.
Great. Wonderful. Good. Great. Wonderful. No, you're on the bus. Ugh, I apologize for how many times I said Jesus Christ. For any of you religious folks out there.
I have never seen you get so worked up about something.
It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. Sorry.
Okay.
Can't explain it.
So I'm having a hard time. For some reason, I can't get into my archive of our own account, which is where I get all of the fanfics. So I don't have a fanfic pick this week, but I will say that the newest season of Check Please, the webcomic, came out on Monday. So I'm going to just wreck that again because it is so good, and I'm really mad at the newest episode because it gives us nothing. So she's posting every week on Mondays. So check it out.
Check it out.
Aw, you didn't have it queued up?
I didn't have it queued up, sorry. Yeah, so that's all we really got for this episode. We ran a little long, but that's okay. A lot long. About an hour and a half.
That's fine.
Only a half hour long or so. Yeah, I really got nothing else. I had my late breaking news in the middle of the thing here. So we will be, today is the 13th of May.
Yes.
So we will have an episode next week on the 20th. Or recording on the 20th, and we will record on the 27th. However, the week after that is July 4th. And I know I will be on vacation, so we will not be recording. And I think while I'm on vacation, you might be recording with Mike? Perhaps?
Yes, perhaps. I will have a guest as a co-host.
Okay.
So it'll be a different kind of episode. And then I am on vacation the following week.
And I will have a guest as a co-host.
And then we will, resume our regularly scheduled April and Jay recording on July 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still, a couple weeks away where, you'll have us, our regular duo, and then there'll be two weeks where it's April and somebody and Jay and somebody.
Hopefully the ratings don't go through the roof one of those weeks, and then one of us has to drop out so that the podcast can succeed.
No.
So
that's not an option.
Just to let you know, people, hope don't get used to it because it ain't happening.
It's not an option.
Let me do a little housekeeping. I don't have my housekeeping paper.
Housekeeping?
Don't think you're sleeping.
Housekeeping?
My housekeeping
Back in an
paper.
hour.
Housekeeping, you want towel?
Going for the whole thing there, aren't you?
Nah, I'm only going for like 15 seconds. Don't want to get copyright striked.
Yeah. So as always, you can get us on Twitter, A&J Have No Ideas. Facebook is April and J Have No Ideas. Our email, aprilandjhavenoideas@gmail.com. We are on Random Chatter Network, randomchatter.com, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, or anywhere you download your fine podcast.
Except for SoundCloud.
Except for SoundCloud, because they want money from us, and we ain't got no monies right now. Trying to raise a family here. Can't pay for a podcast.
That's a lot of bucks.
That's a lot of bucks. So, Got to start raising some money. Another thing I just wanted to throw out there, I realized that I promised prizes to people and have not shipped them out yet, so I apologize for that. I'm going to do that this week before I go on vacation. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. Maybe I'll ship out the person who won the prize. I will ship out 2 prizes as a sorry for not shipping out your prize. I apologize. So I'm going to do that this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, go on. If you get some time, please throw us a rating or review. It'll just help us climb the charts and be easily discovered by other people and increase our listener base. And it helps us.
And if you are following us on Facebook, or was it Twitter? On one of the social media platforms, I did post our link to Discord. So that you can jump on with us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a cool way to chat with us, to drop ideas. We ask questions on there to get feedback about the show. And like I said, with email or Twitter or anything, I mean, even if you don't give us a rating or review, feedback is great. Like, let us know what we can do better. Let us know what you don't like. I mean, we've heard a lot of what people do like, but what don't you like? What can we do better? I mean, we want to make the show better. We want to get more listeners. If you have an idea of how you think we should do that, then let us know and we'll take that into consideration.
Robin's telling you to cut out dead air.
Cutting out dead air. Well, I don't want to edit it out, so I'll try to not pause so long.
All right. Well, on that note, I've been April.
And I've been Jay.
And that was an idea. A very uncomfortable idea.